Hey guys, Traxxas228 here again. Um, I got actually a couple things to talk about in this video. It's not nothing major, but a couple of it's for Matthew Discovery. One, be sure to subscribe to him. By the way, he makes really good videos and he actually updates frequently, not just like once every 3 months or once every few weeks or so. He actually makes pretty frequent updates, so be sure to go subscribe to him. And first thing is I made a new workbench. So it's like, I think 8 feet now. Compared to before it was 4 feet, so you can see under there. I just screwed it into the top, or on top of the old one. It extends another 2 feet on each side. So I got my brother's space over here. His mat perfectly fits. His Mugen mat perfectly fits, like literally. He's not the greatest about cleaning up his cars and stuff. He cleans them, but then he doesn't like come back and clean the tires and put all the stuff back in, which I don't understand that. But yeah, that's not the main purpose of my video. But I just want to show you guys that I did that. I will be selling this truck soon. I don't know if I told you guys yet, but I will be selling it soon. I'm not exactly sure when, but it probably will be sometime soon, just because I don't use it. And it's gonna, now with the sponsorship and everything, it's gonna be a long time before I actually get a chance to like put money into it, because now I have to put money into the Intech buggy and getting parts for that. So it's because my local hobby shop doesn't like have parts for it because they're in Florida, and well, the VP Pro's in Florida. So yeah, but so I gotta order all my stuff, which is okay because I get it for cheaper because of the sponsorship than I would at the local hobby shop. But it'd be nice if I could just walk in and buy some parts. But still, it's okay. It's nothing big deal. I get stuff here in about a week, shipping it from them, so it's all good. But I'll make a separate video, a selling video on this or something. I might probably just put it on eBay. So just look out for this. If it, I'll tell you guys if it does go on when it does go on eBay, and if it does, stick that on the floor for now. So as you can see, I got my starter box. Up here I got my pit mat up here, my upgrade pit mat. And I'll show you guys a couple things on the 8. This is an example of the bubble flames. So it goes like regular flame, then it bubbles at the end. These are the big drips. They have smaller ones, but yeah, that's what this is. And I want to show you guys, yeah. By the way, Matthew, do you know what 12 degrees looks like? Because I got the 12 degree aluminum caster blocks on here, so I can compare them. They might, I think they're 12 degree, but they might be 10 degree on the Intech, but they're okay. And I have 2 degrees kick up. No, I don't have 2 degrees kick up. I used to, but I don't anymore. But yeah. So as you guys can see there. But I'm gonna compare these two side by side. All right, just to show you the tunability differences on something as well known as a Losi compared to something not as well known and just as good or better, like the Intech. Okay, so first of all, the shock positions are the same. They got 2 on the bottom. So 2 and 2. The tower, these are the EU towers. They have more adjustability than the regular towers. The regular towers usually only have 3. And the Intech has, let's just go around to the back here. Well, you can't, that doesn't really help at all, but they have 7 positions that you can do. So they have 4 along the top, and they have 3 along the bottom. So, if you guys can see that there. Yeah, they got 4 along the top, and then they got 3 along the bottom. So you got way more tunability with this. You've only got 3 positions right here on the front low-C towers. This is for the EU towers or the regular towers, it doesn't matter. And then over here on the Intech, you got the original 3. You got the original 3. And then you got 2 more on the outside. We'll just go to the back now. Yeah. Let's see. On the back, we still got the same amount of shock positions on the bottom. On the top, again, we have 7 over here, and we have 3 over here because these are the regular towers. And once again, we have 5 positions for the camera in the back. We have 3 over here, and they're going sideways, not up and down. And the EU towers for the rear have 6 going up and down, but the EU towers are shorter than the US towers, and since I'm in the US, I would prefer the the US towers. Kind of self-explanatory there. The low-C actually has more adjustability on the rear hubs. See there, but you don't really mess with that a lot. See, the Intech's got 3. But you don't really mess with that a lot. You can actually adjust the wing on the Intech. You got 3 positions up in there. You guys can see it, maybe. See, you got the center one, which is mine's in, and you got a top one, which will actually lower the wing back. And then you got the bottom one in there. The one underneath it. And that'll actually tip the wing forward. So instead of being like this, it'll be up like that. A little extra downforce and stuff. Just kind of how you drive, track conditions, all that good stuff. The Intech uses screws. Well, they use screws from the start, but this is not how the Intech is. I just use these because the thing that the Intech had I didn't understand. And the low-C uses pins, which is, this is what happens to your wings after a while with the low-C. The wing mount's perfectly fine, but the wing is actually just rattling because it gets rattled. And then this is just stuck. There is no moving around with that. You got the same millimeter shocks, which is good. The Intech shocks are longer, and you got more droops. So in the back over here, you've got 120. You can have up to 130 on here, but I have mine at 128, and what I ran on the low-C was 108. Yeah, 108. And on the front here, on this, I don't know what the max is for the low-C, but it's not much more than 108, I don't think. So, and then on the front here, on the low-C, the max is 95, or what you would run is 95. I usually ran like 94 though. And then on this, I run 111. So you got way more travel actually than you do with the low-C, which is really nice because, you know, travel never hurts. Other tunability. Let's see. We got 3 on the Ackerman. Let's just go in here. So you got 3 on the Ackerman right there. It's gonna focus maybe. Stupid iPhone. Whatever. You got 3 there, as you could see. And then on the low-C here, we'll just take the bodies off. Let me sit you guys down real quick. Get a good look at the VP Pro. Let's take the body off here. Alright, so we come in here to the low-C. You got one thing for the steering Ackerman. but you can have a short or a long steering Ackerman. And that's it. It does not come with mudguards. These are aftermarket from DE Racing. The ones on the Intech are stock, and they're really sturdy. They're not really a lot thicker. They just got ridges on the back. Those two ridges, they add much more support, so they're not just flopping around, which is nice. Show you one thing with the low C that was always a drag is in there. You see that how the pin is like kind of flat on one side. If I can get it focused in there, maybe. See, it's flat on one side because that's where it starts going forward. It actually goes this way, but can't get in there really. Oh yeah, I can. It actually goes this way, but it pushes on that and it flattens out the pin. As you can see, this is straight with the front shock tower. It's at a really sharp angle. So as you can see, it just kind of goes off to the side, and the back is straight, so it never gets worn, but the fronts get majorly worn. Now we'll take the body clips off the Intech buggy. Get in here, hang on. Alright. And they tried to make both of them a little bit offset. So they're both a little curved rather than having one super curved and one straight. So they still have a little bit of lean to them, but they don't get worn out nearly as fast. The metal might be better quality too, but they certainly don't get worn out nearly as fast. On here you can see in there the vented disc brakes, and the rolls are backwards. They are fiberglass brake pads and steel rotors. And then on the low C, there's little, I don't know if those are aluminum or steel. I think they're I think they're steel brake pads, and then, well, it's reversed actually. These would be the rotors, and the rotor, well, what would normally be the rotor would actually be the pad. It's composite. So on the Intech, you got what a real brake, like real car brakes would be, and in there, they're not vented. You could probably cut them out to be vented, but they're composite, so you wouldn't really want to do that. The low C doesn't really have a set spot for a transponder in this little thing, but that's kind of exposed to the drivetrain and stuff. The Intech has a transponder mount right there, which is nice. What else? What else we got here? You can raise the back of the body up. There's a position that you can raise the body up, and I got it in the down position right now because that's how I like it. There's not really much else to say for tunability because it's just kind of the normal stuff, you know, like adjustable shocks and all that stuff. But yeah, so that's that. So honestly, I'm really impressed with the Intech, as you all well know. This is a completely fair trade-off too. So, I got the wheelbases set pretty much the same. I think the low C maybe a little bit longer still, but they look pretty close to the same because I did lengthen the hubs. But yeah. Oh, and another thing. This is just a cool thing. Battery, servo, receiver box. Okay, pretty big receiver box. You got the switch over there, but I don't use the switch. I just use the servo extension. On the low C battery box, you got to use a really small battery. And the receiver box, look at how small it is compared to that. Like finger versus finger. This is really small. This you like hurt your wires and stuff because it's so freaking small. So that's one negative thing about that. Also, this is tunable also because you can get the aluminum braces, and you can also get the aluminum brace mount. Most of the US guys use the aluminum brace mount, not the aluminum braces, because the aluminum braces aren't really for bumpy tracks. They're for when you don't want as much chassis flex, but on a bumpy track you do. Also, the Losis come with stock with aluminum towers. The Intechs come stock with carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is like a $35 upgrade for each tower, or $30, $35 depending on where you buy it, for each tower on the Losi, and these come stock with it, so that's pretty nice. And then also it uses much more carbon fiber. It uses carbon fiber top plate, plastic. Carbon fiber top plate on there, plastic. You know, just little stuff like that. And this car is way heavier than the Intech buggy is. Surprisingly, this is surprisingly well built for how light it is, and it stays glued to the track. But yeah, that's all I got to say for that, guys. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. You can personal message me. You can leave a comment. Anything. You know, just I would really recommend buying one of these, and I just want to thank my sponsors, VP Pro and Intech. You guys have been great to me, and I hope to be with you guys for even longer. And so don't forget to check them out. Yeah.